What's up, Terabytes? I'm Tara with Tara Simon Studios, and today I'm going to take a deep dive analysis with you in Blue Bayou, Linda Rondstadt's version. We are so excited for this. She is an amazing vocalist, so emotive. We're gonna get into it. And for anybody watching this who loves to sing or who is a singer and wants to level up, click the link in the description box below because there is a discounted first vocal lesson online waiting for you with me or one of my TSS vocal coaches. In just 30 minutes, we're going to blow your mind and show you all the things you've been missing out on your voice. Let's get to the analysis. Love it when it's live. This was on her Simple Dreams album. We'll talk a little bit more about that later.
I feel so bad, I got a worried mind. I'm so lonesome all the time.
Oof.
Since I left my baby behind on Blue Bayou.
Okay, known for her emotive vocal prowess, you can see now why. Linda uses her vibrato in a very specific and powerful way, and I'm going to break down what happens. So she allows the undulation of her vibrato to express emotion in a very vulnerable and a very approachable way. So the way that this could have been sung to make it more formal would be something like, I feel so bad, I've got a worried mind. So you notice I'm still using vibrato, but I am much more intentional about my vowel placement as well as using straight tone into vibrato, which sounds a lot more polished. But if you listen to where she starts singing, she instantly uses the vibrato undulation as almost like a tremble. Like, oh, I feel so bad. Like when you say bad, it's like, and she's going, I feel so bad. It's instant vibrato, and it's almost like this wilty vibrato. And now that I said it, listen back and see if you can hear it.
I feel so bad, I got a worried mind.
Especially on the worried.
I'm so lonesome all the time. Since I left my baby behind on Blue Bayou.
Really good.
Saving nickels, saving dimes.
Yeah, she's like falling off the note on dimes.
Till the sun don't shine.
Yeah, on the breath too, very on the breath.
Forward to happier times on Blue Bayou.
Yeah. Even playing a little bit with the pocket of the timing too. When she said Blue Bayou, she allowed herself to be just behind the beat of the music a little bit too, which is very kind of blues of her actually.
I'm going back someday.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen.
Back to Blue Bayou.
So listen to how far that jump is. And if you're a singer listening to this, you're going to appreciate this. It's 17 semitones between you, Blue Bayou, and ha. That goes to a B, and you're singing an F sharp on the low end. You have to be able to think that higher note before you sing it. If you don't, you're kind of up the creek without a paddle because it's just a really, really far jump, and there's no leading tone to get to the high note. So you're just ripping the band-aid off and singing it. So you have to clearly have that pitch in your mind, think it before you sing it, as I say to my vocalists, before you then get to the note. Otherwise, you're going to tune up to it. Blue Bayou, and you're going to end up scooping up to it instead of hitting the nail on the head, which is what she's doing. I'm going, because she's thinking it before she sings it. Let's listen again and see if you can see her gear up and think of that note before she sings it. Ha, using that H too. Gorgeous, wide open mouth. I love the way she's softening on the B's. Love that bend up. Yeah, she's really caressing those B's. Blue Bayou, she's allowing herself to sing through, and B is a semiphonatable consonant, meaning you can kind of get some sound out. It's not a vowel where it's totally open, but it's not a s where you literally can't make sound other than air with an S, right? But I love how she's using it as this pillow, this cushion on the notes. And it's really adding this longing, this sense of like nostalgia, this sense of like, oh, just thinking of better days, this almost melancholy in a really beautiful way type of sound. Notice also how she says, fucks are fine instead of folks are fine. That's a big deal because it's a higher note, and the way she produces that vowel is pretty genius. We're gonna listen to that again too. Not oh, she doesn't go to the diphthong. Oh, I love the strength on mine and then the pillowiness on Blue Bayou. Wow. Oh, I love the forward placement on sails. Gorgeous wilt down. Sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy. Notice, oh my goodness, she's such a great vocal technician. Notice how she doesn't even go to the W. How happy, no. How happy. She's literally just using her lips, her soft tissue here, instead of her jaw to create the W. It's just enough. We don't need to be beaten over the head with consonants all the time, especially W's that go to a diphthong. Watch this again, and it's also beautiful. Her face looks beautiful while she's saying it. How happy. Barely even moves, but you hear the word how, so it does the job.
Be with some of my friends.
Back to breathy, back to wilty.
See my baby again.
That vibrato though.
Maybe I feel better again on Blue Bayou.
Yeah, not really all concerned about perfectness of pitch here, more concerned about conversationalism between herself and the audience.
Work until the sun don't shine. Looking forward to happier times on Blue
This is really a vocal rest. For anybody that's listening, when you're singing a whole song, especially live performance, and this is a live performance, thank the Lord, no auto-tune going on in this performance, you really do need to mark your rest points. Like I tell my students, like when you're playing a video game, you have that certain spot in the video game where you're safe. And even if you die, you go back to this spot, right? So there are safety markers in songs where you're like, okay, this is my safe spot. I'm going to swallow if I can. I'm going to reset my larynx. I'm going to allow my voice to rest, even if it's an active rest, so that I can really be fresh again for the big parts that everybody's waiting for me to execute. If she sang this differently and was pushing or was trying to make it more than it should be, that's not an active rest. And so she will be more vocally fatigued because she would have spent more vocal dollars on this section than she should have. And she kind of wasted it. We have a certain amount of vocal dollars in a day, and especially as a live performer, you need to be very aware of how your voice is feeling and how it's sounding and where you can take those active rests. Because not only does it benefit you, but it creates a beautiful arc of sort of like tension and buildup and relaxation in a song that's really, really satisfying for the listener as well. I'm going. I love the breath she uses, yes. Yeah, and she's behind the beat there intentionally. Yes, love that sigh there. Oh, I love that it almost double tones at the top.
That familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes. How happy I be.
How happy. Linda has an amazing ability of going in between chest voice and head voice so seamlessly in tone that you can hardly tell. It's really quite something. So Linda's cover of Blue Bayou is on her album Simple Dreams, which really was one of her best-selling albums in her career. She's a Grammy Award winner, American Music Award winner, was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2014. And in her own right, her original music has done so well as well. However, Blue Bayou is sort of said to be like one of her signature songs and really sort of revived the song in its enormous popularity as well, which is so interesting how an artist can pick up a song and breathe totally new life in it for a completely new generation. I think that's amazing. This song was originally written, though, we have to give props and credit where credit is due, to Roy Orbison and Joe Melson. And I think that there's a magical thing that happens when a song that's written by someone else meets an artist that didn't write it, but yet it's almost as if it was written for that new artist. I can think of another example of this in Johnny Cash singing the song Hurt. And I actually did an analysis of that if you want to watch that. But this is sort of like a beautiful pairing. It's like the most perfect wine and food pairing ever. And it's almost as if you didn't know this song was a cover, you would think it was something that came from her. And that's the perfect example of what a great cover should be. Someone singing something that they completely and fully embody, almost to the point where it's like, well, that's now the original version for me. And it's got this kind of country folk, soft rock vibe to it as well, which is very up Linda's alley. Although she's extremely diverse and has collabed with a lot of different people. She's even done film and TV. Wow. Okay, can I just go back real quick to my conversation with you about vocal dollars and reiterate that she had a break there. She had a vocal break. She was not singing. There was a great musical interlude. She refreshed herself. And did you hear, okay, like it was not just me, right? Did you hear the power and the rest actually heard in her voice? Not that this was like super hard for her, but the way that she entered into this last section was with complete energy, like boom, I'm ready. I had a little break and now I'm here again. Let's listen and appreciate one more time her entrance. Whoa, especially on mine. Vocal discernment, vocal control. Love the on the breath singing on the lower part. Nice little crescendo there, just not too much. So smart at the end too, because when you flip up to head voice like that, you use less breath so you can hold the note even longer. And since it's higher, it's even more impressive for the audience. Great vocal discernment, such good strategy there. I mean, man, that is an amazing vocal masterclass if I've ever seen one in a song, live performance and a cover. What more could you want? If you're halfway as inspired to go sing something amazing as I am, again, we are waiting for you. You're one click away from meeting me or my coaches in a private online discounted first vocal lesson. So click the link in the description box below and let's sing together so we can show you all of the amazing tools that are in your vocal tool belt that you may have been missing out on. I love you guys so much. I am so proud of you and I will see you on the next one. Oh, and click here next for another amazing analysis. Mwah!